Thank you for tuning in to Virtual Storytime with the National Railroad Museum. I'm your host, Engineer Alyssa. If you are watching live on Facebook, please comment and let us know that you're here and share it with your friends. We also invite you to like our page and to follow us. That way you can stay informed on things that are happening around the museum. The National Railroad Museum is a nonprofit organization supported by public and private donations and by our members. For more information about supporting the National Railroad Museum or becoming a member, please visit our website, www.nationalrrmuseum.org. Our story today is I Saw an Ant on the Railroad Track. Just kind of like last week, I'm going to be posting the craft down in the comments, and then also on our website under our blog in the activity zone where all of my past story times are, and also all of our crafts. Last week I saw a couple different pictures of paper snakes that you made from Snakes on a Train when I read that story, and I love seeing all you guys try these different crafts that I put out, so hopefully you like the one for today as well. Interesting thing about this story is this character right here, his name is Switchman Jack, and I really like him in the story. Also, I just want to say that we have an amazing volunteer. He is an engineer and a conductor, and his name is Jack. So whenever I read this book, I always think of our volunteer Jack and all of the work that he does at the museum. So it's kind of something I tie into the story, and I just really like. So let's read our story. I Saw an Ant on the Railroad Track. And it is by Joshua Prince. All right. Well, I saw an ant on the railroad track. The rail was bright and the ant was black. He was walking along tickety-tack. That's the sound of an ant on the railroad track. Now this little ant was in search of a snack, an eastbound ant on a westbound track, looking for a crumb or a nut to crack on the shiny bright rail of a railroad track. And who am I? I'm Switchman Jack, just working my shift in the switchman shack. I switch the trains from track to track as east goes west and forth goes back. You can see the little ant all the way on the far side of the railroad track. I just settled down with my brown lunch sack, napkins spread and lunch unpacked, when I spied that ant on a railroad track, hungry, hunting, tickety-tack. Now an eastbound ant will run right smack into the westbound train on a westbound track if the switchman working the switchman's shack doesn't switch that ant to a different track. Just then, a sound I was taken aback. My ears filled not with that tickety-tack, but a clear as crystal clickety-clack, and that's the sound of a train coming down the track. And on the horizon, sure as shellac, was a freight train freighting down the track, heading straight for the ant, walking tickety-tack, 10 tons of iron, coal pitch black. Now what to do? Think quick, think Jack, before that train and ant go whack. So I grabbed the switch and dropped my sack, pulled with my arms and pulled with my back. You can see the little ant and the train coming right down the track. But the train kept coming toward my shack. The deal was raw and the deck was stacked. The ant kept walking tickety-tack, straight towards the train on the railroad track. Still closer charged the swift smokestack, a huffing, hurling clouds of black, as I pulled and prayed for the strength I lack to switch the switch on the railroad track. But the switch was stuck, a ruin to rack. The cold steel wheels would soon attack that wrong way ant on the wrong way track, just out searching for a snack. Then just before that awful smack, the ant turned off the railroad track, made a beeline for my brown lunch sack as the train whooshed by, screaming clickety-clack. Saved, uncrushed, alive off track, the ant-sized pat upon the back for poison presence and the knack of sniffing out a switchman's snack. So we lunched together, Ant and Jack. So thankfully our ant made it off the track and he ended up enjoying the snack that he was in search of. I hope you liked my story today. Like I said, I will have a little craft that you guys can try down in the comments and also on our website. Engineer Alyssa with the National Railroad Museum. I can't wait to see you guys. I'll be doing story time again tomorrow at 10:30. Bye.